Today we're taking the garbage microwave out. We've replaced the switches on it one too many times. So we had a video about replacing the door switches, and that works for a while, but then the door switches go out again, which is pain in the backside. So we just bought a nice Maytag microwave, and we're going to take this one out and put that one in. And the way these come out is there are some screws. This is a microwave that's got a vent for a fume hood, and there are some screws along the top inside the cabinet up here. And then once you get those screws out, there's a bracket on the back so you can drop it down and pop it off. So I'm going to take the screws out now, and then we'll do the popping off in a little bit. So these screws have a kind of molly bolt type of deal on them, so you have to put a little bit of upward pressure while you unscrew them. And then there are 4 in here. Taking these inside ones out first, and then I'll need to get some help from Petra to just make sure the microwave doesn't go anywhere when I take the other 2 out. You can see they've got this bracket. This gets bolted to the studs.
Can I
and then
get on?
You're able to lift the microwave up, hook it in the bottom onto these things, and then tilt it up. And then the holes in the top are drilled.
Come on, Luna, get out of my way.
The holes in the top are drilled so that you can secure the microwave up. So now we got a whole new microwave with different holes, and we'll see how that goes. I'm not exactly sure what on earth. I think they, rather than use a stud finder, the builders just decided to drill every single one of these holes until they found the stud in 2 of them or something.
I was wondering.
I'm not sure what they did there. I'm really not sure what the deal. That's just silly. Let's put it that way. The microwave is set up for recirculation, so the fans inside the microwave are set up to recirculate it. But if you have a vent, then you can change the motor orientation. So it will do an orientation either to vent out the back if you've got wall venting, or to vent out the top if you have top venting. We have the top venting that goes through our roof. So I just took these screws out here, and then you open this up, and the blowers are in here. So there's a little plug in here to unplug the blowers. There are 2 screws down here to unhook the blower so that you can pull it out and change the orientation. So these are the screws that hold the blower motor in. Excuse me. That's great. I'm not sure how you get them out. Can you scoot back?
Tilt the microwave? That's what I always do with like cars and stuff. Just tilt the whole thing.
There we go. Hold the blower out. There you go. Nice blower motor.
Why are you cutting wires?
Got some diagonal clippers in here to snip these panels out.
Why do you need to?
Because you need to have the panels open for the vent. My clippers are not very great for this, but they are the best I got.
I don't hear very much clipping.
Yeah.
Wow. You like this?
There you go. Now we're putting the blower back in, and it's oriented so that the vent is up for the blower, so it sucks air in through the sides, blows it out the top. So that goes in here. So it will be blowing it out right where we did our cuts, and then we put the plug back in. So the fan is plugged in, and then we reattach these blower screws, which I can't see anything that I'm doing in here. So there we go. I feel like there's a hole in there. Oh, that sucked the blower up. So sucked the blower up. So, okay, and then now we put this down, and we got to put these screws back in. So there's actually 3 screw holes, but there were only 2 screws in it. So there you go. Now we're going to take the old bracket off. The nice thing is they've marked this center line, so you need the center line for the template that they give you. But that's already been marked. I'm going to assume it's right. They got the original microwave in here, so it seems like it's probably right. Ideally, these things would be screwed into 2 studs with 2 lag bolts, but there's only 1 stud down the middle here. So that's fine if you're doing a roof-mounted venting option. So we'll just have to do this to put 2 lag bolts into 1 stud if we can with the new bracket. If not, we'll just put 1 lag bolt in and then 2 molly bolts in the side. This microwave's a little bit deeper, so they're not going to line up exactly here. So I'm hoping that the holes will not be so close on the new bracket that I can't get them in. If they are, I'll have to try some different tricks. Once you get all the screws out, this thing just pops off. And there's their Swiss cheese looking for the studs that weren't there. Big molly bolt holes. I might throw a couple of just number 8 screws in with some drywall anchors too, since I have them, and that will just add a little more strength. It only needs to carry 150 pounds, so should be fine, but why not?
Yeah, and engineers always design with redundancy.
Alright, so this is the template. It is relatively level. So it came with the microwave, so you line these notches up on the center line of this hole, this line that we have here. And
Hey.
go ahead and draw these circles here. This is interesting because we have a stud right down the middle, and they don't actually have holes in this mounting bracket down the middle. So none of these holes line up with the only stud that's behind this. I'm not sure why a framer would frame it with 1 stud down the middle, but that's what he did. So I'm going to have to drill an extra hole through this so that we can get at least 1 lag bolt in there. And then you're supposed to put end screws in here that are molly bolts, but they are way too close to the holes that we had for the other molly bolts. So I'm going to put them down at the bottom here. And then I've got some drywall anchors that are good for 75 pounds a piece, and I'm just going to put like 4 drywall anchors in there too. And they're these guys. I've had some washers. I've got some washers, and then these drywall inserts. So I'm going to install the molly bolts here. They have to go on before the bracket gets 2 onto the wall. I put the drilled the hole in the plate for the lag screw, and then just hung it up there, and then with the molly bolts, these just thread in, and then I gotta shove them through these big holes.
It does not look like it's doing too well.
It doesn't.
Yeah.
You know what I think that displays?
What?
You have certain expectations of what it should look like, right?
And then I already put the drywall anchors in, so once I get these attached,
How?
I'll be able to put my washer number 8 drywall screws in there, drywall anchor screws, and then we'll have extra. It says you need 150 pounds of capacity. I'm pretty sure the lag screw does that by itself, but we will have plenty of capacity.
We will have belt and suspenders.
Yes.
Maybe even 200.
Which really, if you're talking about an appliance that's attached to the wall, that's the best way to go.
Belt and suspenders.
Yeah.
It would be better than finding out you didn't have enough.
Right.
And with the molly bolts, you just have to pull on them when you're picking up the slack so that the little spring-loaded X pulls against the back of the drywall.
Oh, right.
And then once you get close enough, you can tighten it like any other screw.
Okay, bud. Look at it now. Does it look better?
Yes. Better.
Better.
Not completely finished.
We're on our line.
A screw is tipped up.
Okay, what about the one that Daddy just got done with?
Good. Little one, no hurry.
You know, remember you have to remember your righty tighty, lefty loosey, because if you go the other way, your molly bolt comes unscrewed and then it drops into the wall.
And that's frustrating.
Very annoying. Hopefully our vent is roughly about where it needs to be. For the new, I'm hoping that's somewhat standard because I can't change it. So,
How would it fall into the wall?
without a lot of effort. Because if you unscrew it all the way, then you saw the little triangle piece? If you unscrew it all the way, then the little triangle piece just drops into the wall.
Behind the sheetrock.
Then how did you retrieve the little clampy thing?
You don't.
Oh, well, it didn't in this case. Daddy's just saying you gotta be really careful.
Well, the older ones for the old bracket are in the wall right now.
Oh, got it.
'Cause,
Otherwise, you can't get the screw out.
no. So I'm cutting some aluminum tape to basically try and seal off a little better the portion of the hole that's not the vent, so we're not just blowing stove air up into a cavity or into our drawer at the top. So it will go obviously where it can, and if it can just go up there, that's what we want. There's my fancy tape job. Not much I can do about the hole directly up into the area there, but it's better than it was before. So, and then once we get up here, I will once the cord comes up, I'll put a little bit more tape around there just to keep it from getting up to where we have our books and stuff. When I took the books out, they were a little bit greasy. So anyway, it's better than it was before, so we'll go with that.
There.
Alright, so this handy template they give you has a cutout. So we don't need this because our cutout is already done because we're doing a replacement, but if you're doing a new one, it's got this template so that you can line it up on your center line again, and then do that, and you can cut your space for your vent. So I cut ours is already there. It's pretty much going to be what it's going to be. So yeah, that is what it is. And then this hole is supposed to be where the power cord goes, so I do think I'm going to have to probably improvise that because our power cord is further back. I'll either have to see if I can drill another hole there or if maybe the cord just fits. I got a gap up here, so I'm thinking the cord might just fit, hopefully. But then the last thing is these holes to mount it. I was not lucky enough for those to be the same as the holes that were already drilled for the last microwave, so I'm going to flip that up and drill those holes, and then we'll be ready to see if this microwave actually fits in here. This is about as narrow as you can get, so we'll see. I may, if the microwave doesn't fit the way it's supposed to, I may have to come in and sand this or shave this down a little bit, but we'll give it a shot. Hey, it fits in between. So, can you see the damper up here?
Not quite yet.
Yep.
Thank you, Beth.
So we got some help on the counter here. Somebody to fish the cord up. And
The cord.
the trick is supposed to be that you set this up and get it to sit on these brackets.
He didn't get that.
That's okay.
Look.
There we go.
Now. Well.
Okay. Are you ready for it, Mom?
I can close this for a minute?
Yes.
Or?
Yeah, we don't need it until we get it on this bracket.
All right. Let's see. Hold on, let me get my finger. I can't.
Are you sure those brackets will hold it?
Well, let's see.
Just in case I want someone holding it. Hold it up.
Can you look under and see, is it near the brackets?
It needs to go up. Oh, okay. There.
There. Well,
Hold on, bud. Hold on, bud.
Dang.
Oh, wow. Okay,
Okay.
wait.
Okay. Can you feed the cord, Mom?
Sorry. Sorry.
don't plug it in.
I'm not gonna plug it in. Thank you so much.
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
Is it touching the top?
Yep.
Which
All right.
hole is this?
I don't know if you want to get down. I can probably grab it. It's supported, so I just need to get up and
How?
I can do it.
I think you just set the clock.
Oh.
Cook. Maybe we have to do cook.
No.
Cancel.
Try doing it again. Yeah.
Oh.
Now hit start.
Start.
This?
Yep.
What? It's working. Woohoo! Now that sounds like a good microwave.
It's so nice when things actually work.
You can hear the quality difference.
I want to hear what the timer sounds like.
Oh.
Because the other
Did you
one,
say for 100?
before we recycle it, I'm going to give it a few good kicks because that timer, I wanted to break that thing. So
Make sure you have your boots on.
With Daddy?
He wants to kick the microwave, the old one, because it was so loud. Well, really, it's the oven that's the worst, as far as being loud.
But the
want
oven
to
doesn't
see the
just
timer.
does it keep telling you?
Oh, yeah.
The microwave
But I mean, the
tells you
oven-
once a minute.
No, our
This
old
one-
microwave did that, just like one beep once a minute after that. This one, it would wait like, I don't know.
This is much better.
Okay, hold on, what does it do now? Should we wait?
The real test is what
Yeah.
happens when you
Okay.
ignore it.
Happens when you... I mean, already, that's a lot nicer.
Yeah,
Yes.
It doesn't give you a reminder at all.
There! It's quieter!
That is lovely.
Oh, I love that.